Hello and welcome back to my channel, where we bring you inspirational stories to uplift your spirit and motivate your journey. Today, we are diving into the story of Nathaniel Gray, a humble man who faced life's greatest challenges only to rise from the ashes like the mythical phoenix. This story will teach us all about resilience, the power of dreams, and how to turn our darkest moments into the brightest opportunities. So, if you are ready to be inspired, stay with us till the end. Let's begin. In the small town of Elderville, nestled in the foothills of the serene mountains, lived a man named Nathaniel Gray. He was an ordinary man in many respects, a farmer, a father, a husband, but life had not been kind to him. Nathaniel had grown up with dreams of becoming an inventor, someone who would change the world, but fate had other plans. As a child, Nathaniel was full of imagination. He would tinker with broken clocks, build small contraptions, and sketch out ideas for inventions that could one day change the lives of many. His father, a stern man of few words, did not understand Nathaniel's aspirations. "Dreams are for fools," he would say. "Get your hands dirty. Work the land like your ancestors. Only hard work makes a man, not daydreaming." Nathaniel, though hurt, obeyed. He gave up on his dreams of invention and worked alongside his father in the fields. Over the years, his creative spirit seemed to wither, crushed under the weight of daily toil and familial expectations. By the time he was a grown man, married to a kind woman named Evelyn and father to two children, his life had settled into a routine, simple, but devoid of passion. However, life has a way of testing those who seem content to live quietly. One year, disaster struck Elderville. A great fire, sparked by a lightning storm, swept through the town. Nathaniel's house, along with several others, was reduced to ashes. In a matter of hours, everything he had worked for was gone: his home, his possessions, even the small family heirlooms passed down for generations. Nathaniel stood before the charred remains of his home, his heart heavy with despair. His family was safe, but he had lost everything. As he gazed at the ruins, he could hear his father's voice echoing in his mind. "Only hard work makes a man." He felt broken, like a failure, not just because of the fire, but because he had let go of his dreams. He had lived a life without purpose, and now, even that life had been taken from him. The weight of the world seemed unbearable, and for a moment, he considered giving up entirely. But something deep within him stirred, a flicker of the old dreamer, the boy who once believed he could change the world. That night, as Nathaniel lay awake under the stars, he remembered a story his mother used to tell him, long before she passed. It was the story of the phoenix, a mythical bird that, when consumed by flames, was reduced to ashes only to rise again, reborn and stronger than before. "The phoenix doesn't perish in the fire," his mother's voice echoed in his mind. "It finds the strength to rise from the ashes." Nathaniel clenched his fists, a surge of determination rising within him. He couldn't let the fire destroy him. He had to rise again, for his family, for his dreams, and for himself. The next day, Nathaniel went to work with a renewed sense of purpose. He gathered materials from the wreckage and began rebuilding, not just his home but his life. He started with small, practical projects, building new furniture, creating simple tools for the farm, but as he worked, his old passion for invention reignited. He remembered his sketches from his youth, the ideas he had once pushed aside, and he began to dream again. Evelyn noticed the change in him. "You are different," she said one evening, watching him work with a focused intensity she hadn't seen in years. "I haven't seen you this alive in a long time." Nathaniel smiled. "I've been sleeping for too long," he said. "It's time to wake up." As months passed, Nathaniel's small inventions began to catch the attention of his neighbors. He created a new type of plow that made farming easier, a water system that collected and stored rainwater more efficiently, and even a simple wind-powered grain mill. His creations, born from necessity, began to improve the lives of those around him. Word spread, and soon people from neighboring towns came to Elderville to see Nathaniel's inventions. Some came to learn, others to buy. For the first time in his life, Nathaniel felt like he was fulfilling his purpose, making a real difference in the world. But the journey wasn't without challenges. There were many who doubted him, especially in the beginning. A farmer trying to be an inventor, some would scoff. What does he know about machines and inventions? Nathaniel faced setbacks too. Not every idea worked, and many days were filled with frustration as he struggled to perfect his designs. But every time he failed, he remembered the story of the phoenix. Every failure was just another flame, burning away the old so that something new and better could emerge. One day, after several years of hard work and perseverance, Nathaniel was invited to showcase his inventions at a regional fair. It was an opportunity he had never dreamed of, a chance to show his work to people from all over the region, including influential merchants and scholars. Nervous but determined, he accepted the invitation. At the fair, Nathaniel's inventions stood out. His practical, innovative designs, born from his experiences as a farmer, resonated with the people. They were not just theoretical machines but tools that could improve everyday life. By the end of the fair, Nathaniel had received numerous offers to collaborate, sell his inventions, and even teach others his methods. As he stood before the bustling fairground, watching people marvel at his creations, Nathaniel realized something profound. The fire that had once destroyed his home had, in fact, ignited a greater fire within him. The destruction had given him the opportunity to rebuild not just his home but his life, his dreams, and his sense of purpose. Years later, when Nathaniel was an old man, he would tell his grandchildren the story of how the fire had changed his life. Sometimes, he would say, life burns everything down. It leaves you standing in the ashes, wondering what to do next. But that's when you have a choice. You can let the fire destroy you, or you can rise from the ashes like the phoenix. The flames don't have to end your story, they can start a new one. Nathaniel's legacy lived on, not just through his inventions, but through the lessons he passed on to his children and grandchildren. His life became a testament to resilience, to the power of dreams, and to the truth that even in the darkest moments, there is always the potential for rebirth. And so, Nathaniel Gray, the man who once felt defeated by life, became a symbol of hope for all who knew him. He had risen from the ashes, transformed by the fire, and had found the strength to soar once more like the phoenix. Moral of the story: life will sometimes throw challenges your way, and you may face moments where everything seems lost. But within those moments of destruction, there lies the opportunity for transformation and rebirth. Like the phoenix, we can rise from the ashes of our failures and hardships, stronger and wiser than before. The key is to never give up, to believe in the power of resilience, and to always strive to rebuild and improve. Every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. And so, Nathaniel Gray's journey shows us that no matter how much life tries to break us, we have the power within to rebuild stronger and better. Like the phoenix, we can rise from any ashes. Remember, every failure is just a stepping stone to a greater comeback. If you enjoyed this story and feel inspired, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel for more motivational stories and life lessons. Let us know in the comments how this story resonated with you. And as always, stay strong, stay motivated, and keep pushing forward. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.